The Phoenix Pro PTAU-2 dual-channel wireless microphone system is a unit that offers a lot of feature, especially for this price range. At the time of filming, you can get one for yourself for around $420 US. That would be about half of the price that you would pay for the same kind of system from the other brand of wireless microphone. Inside the box, you will get a user manual, a 1/4-inch jack, a power adapter, 4 wireless antenna with the range corresponding to your region, 2 handheld wireless microphone. Those run off of AA batteries. You just open up the bottom of the mic and you can use disposable one or rechargeable one. Looking at the microphone, here we have the capsule. We took the pop filter off, and to give you an idea of the size of the pop filter, here it is against a Shure SM58. It's a little bigger, but it's not to the point where it's too big. And lastly, we have the 1 rack space dual receiver. More information about what's on the back in a few seconds. Something that is really important for me to mention is that channel 1 operates between 512 and 536 megahertz, where channel 2 operates from 537 to 562 megahertz. If you are in a really crowded environment, you have to take those limitations into consideration. It could lead to an option where you have no open channel for channel A or channel B, and you won't be able to use both microphones at the same times. Both handheld microphones are interchangeable. They both have the full spectrum, but the receiver are frequency limited. Just be aware of that. On the back of the unit, we have 4 BNC antenna, so 2 per channel. We have 2 XLR 3-pin, 1 per channel. We have a single 1/4-inch out mono mix, so that combines both channels into a single 1/4-inch. And we have a 12-volt DC input for powering the unit. I wish that Phoenix Pro could have combined those antennas so we could run the whole unit on 2 antennas instead of 4. Make sure that you install the antenna. They are a crucial part of a wireless system. And when installing those, make sure that you align the BNC pin all the way down. Make sure it's straight and gently twist the connector to the right. And that's pretty much all there is to installing BNC antenna. Powering up the unit, we have the firmware version that is being displayed. And once the unit is finally booted up, we have the channel menu that are showing up. This is where you're going to interact with the receiver, and also the way that this system is working. You set everything on the receiver side, and when you sync up, you're going to send all that information to the handheld transmitter. We will take a deeper dive at that menu in a few seconds, but the first thing that I want to do is scroll around, make sure that I can find the factory reset, because I don't know who's played with that unit before. Even if it's new, sometimes at the factory they're testing things, so doing a factory reset is going to ensure that you start where the default unit should be. The first option is the volume function. It's used to adjust the output signal of the receiver. The adjustment range is from -30 to +18. RF set is where you're going to select the group and channel for your unit, so make sure to set it to a nice channel. The tune function is there if you want to dial a specific frequency that is not in the group and channel range. You can go by increment of 0.25 megahertz. The squelch function is there to adjust the receiver signal reception sensitivity. Manufacturer recommend a setting of high for outdoor show and low for indoor show. So in doubt, I would say leave it to medium. You should be good to go with that. ID lock is one of those great functions that I was talking about in the beginning. It locked the selected receiver channel to prevent other handheld microphone on the same frequencies to transmit sound. Only the handheld microphone paired with this main unit will be able to transmit audio to that receiver, so other microphone in the area won't be able to talk to your receiver. Speaking of other microphone in that area, to make sure that you're not in conflict with those microphones, I would suggest you every time that you deploy your system to do a scan. The auto scan is probably the easiest way to go. So you just select scan, let it run. This is running in real time. Once complete, it's going to assign you a channel that is free for you to use in that area. If for some reason you're not happy or you're getting interference from that channel, you can go in the spectrum section and manually scan. This will give you a visual representation of the frequency in the range of the receiver that are in the area around you. This thing has a built-in spectrum analyzer. This is not a feature that you will find on those affordable units. This is not a feature that you will find even on expensive unit. This is a great way to understand what's happening frequency-wise in the spectrum of your unit around you. So if there's another band playing on a stage next to you, or if the guitar player has a wireless system that you just turned on and it's getting into conflict with your microphone, you can see it, know where the problem is, and avoid using those frequencies. To know exactly which frequency we're seeing here, you need to go to the little plus cursor and move with the dial the line. The line is basically telling you what frequency you have selected. If we go here at 529 I know is the wireless microphone number 1 connected to channel A. Looking at the spectrum analyzer, we can definitely see that we have a spike there. Basically, the spike is telling you that there is some radio frequency that are being transmitted in the air around you at those frequency. If we scroll around, we see that it's pretty much only that frequency that is in use right now. The other ones around it are clear. So if we have multiple units, even from other brand, we can tell our friend, hey, go over 515. Because before 515 here, there is some stuff, some harmonic here and there. Just avoid that range. Make sure that everybody has a clear spot in the spectrum. This is basically preventing you from bringing a laptop on the gig just to analyze frequency. The TX set or transmitter setup is where you're gonna adjust gain for your microphone. It has a range between 0 and 9 dB of gain, and this is also where you're gonna set up the amount of milliwatt that you're gonna ask from your handheld. This is how much power the handheld is throwing into the air to be seen by the receiver. You have option of 2, 5, 10, and 30 milliwatts. 10 milliwatts is usually the standard for most wireless unit. Just be aware if you turn it up to 30 that it's going to eat up your battery a little faster. Auto lock is a auto locking feature for the receiver menu. So basically, once you turn that on, after a while, the menu is simply going to lock itself and you will have to press multiple buttons for making any change on the receiver side. Once you're done with all the change that you wanted to do for that channel, because it will be channel dependent, power on the microphone, unscrew the battery compartment, and just under the power button inside, you will see a little red window marked IR. Physically align it with the one in the receiver and press the sync button. Leave it there for a few seconds and all the information that we set up in the base will be transmitted to the microphone. And that mic is pretty much good to go. Before you even connect the microphone into a console, I will suggest you to do a quick VU test, meaning at loud volume you are not clipping the receiver with the microphone. Correct gain staging is a crucial step with wireless microphone to avoid unwanted background noise and unwanted clipping. Radio frequency overload is something that you must also look into. If you are next to the unit, it's normal that it's going to get really loud, but if you are far away and you see the RFOL go on, you probably need to turn down the power on that handheld microphone. Now that we installed our antenna, that we scan for a clean frequency, and we set up the audio part of our microphone, we're now ready to do an A/B test. I will A/B those microphones against the more affordable Shure stuff and some of the wired version of popular microphone that I have around. This is a test of the Phoenix Pro versus the Shure PGX series with a SM58 capsule. This is a test of the Phoenix Pro versus the Shure PGX series with a SM58 capsule. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus the Shure PGX with a Beta 58 capsule. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus the Shure PGX with a Beta 58 capsule. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus the PGX series from Shure with a Beta 87A capsule. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus the PGX series from Shure with a Beta 87A capsule. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus a wired Shure SM58. This is an A/B test of the Phoenix Pro versus a wired Shure SM58. This is an A/B test comparing the Phoenix Pro to a Sennheiser 935. This is an A/B test comparing the Phoenix Pro to a Sennheiser 935. What do you think of that microphone? Do you think that the price worth it against the performance? I honestly think that the performance of that microphone is good. It's an affordable mic. Of course, it has a little more background noise that I would like to have. But honestly, if you're on a budget, I believe that those microphones will give you just a little bit more than what you pay for at the end of the day. If you guys are interested in purchase any of the Phoenix Pro product, please follow the link in the description down below to get a 5% discount. On that note, thank you very much for watching, and I see you guys later.